Hey everybody, Jpollard at Just an Oil Guy. It is Friday the something. I don't know. All my days been running together lately. A lot of stuff going on. Oil's down. If you followed me on Twitter since last year, I guess I've been vindicated. Helium's going well. Should be getting logs and stuff today. Can't show those on here. We are still grabbing acreage, so that would be highly counterproductive to give up confidential information on the wells. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. I expect a lot of layoffs coming in the oil and gas industry. I posted on LinkedIn earlier, kind of bitching out all the executives that went on a hiring spree when oil hit 50. They know better. They know oil is going right back down. I don't see OPEC sticking with the cut much longer. I think they're realizing they don't matter in this whole deal. There's just too much oil everywhere else to try to compete. If you watch Qatar, or Qatar, whichever way you want to pronounce it, I've heard it pronounced both overseas, so I like Qatar because it sounds better. They shut down both their helium plants. We're drilling a helium well right now, so, well, one of several. So that's kind of perfect timing. I have 35% of the world's helium supply come offline. The BLM auction is next month, mid-July. I want to go to that. I wasn't going to go, but now with this, I'm kind of curious to see what the free market kind of auction bid price is going to be. Normally they start at around 100 and then it ticks up. With this newest Qatar information, I imagine there'll be a lot of people representing both Japan companies, or Japanese companies, and as well as South Korean companies there. Maybe even Taiwan and China, because it's a massive blow to helium. But also, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, designed a small pressure swing absorption deal. I don't know what you call it. It's basically like a filter. In Arizona, we get argon, helium, and nitrogen. So I built something that will pull all the nitrogen out, and basically trying to cut out the middleman. I think not only myself, but the other partners on the wells, if we can realize a much higher price, because we don't have to deal with the middleman, I think that's a lot better situation. I know it is for me. I want more money. Not to be a greedy bastard, but it is what it is. Right now, I think we're at right around 150. If we do it on our own, I think we can go well over 200, because there's no hydrogen, so it's already all but pure helium. That's about it. I'm trying to think of what else. I'm tired as hell. Looks like I'm going to be drilling an oil well in Jack County, Texas, here shortly. I'm hoping if we get to the 32-ish, right around there, $32 a barrel, I think that will finally pop the industry. What we need for oil to go up is to take all the money that would be spent on capital expenditures, exploration, drilling. We need all that money to be shifted to buying bankrupt assets. For a true bust to end and recovery to start, that major shift of cash flow has to go to buying production instead of finding new oil. As long as the oil industry has been around, that's always the one thing that has to happen in a bust. You have to take new oil off the table. So, but anyways, I think that will come over the next couple months. I don't know if we'll get all the way down to 32, but I think we're going to break the back, so to speak, on cheap money flowing into the industry. I get calls every day, people looking for production, and there's just not cheap production because there's just too much money coming in. So, but I do want to take advantage of the low drill costs right now. So we're structurally high on that lease for an Ellenberger well. Typically throughout Fort Worth Basin, Eastern Shelf of the Permian Basin, typically when the Ellenberger is high structurally, typically there's sizable oil uphole as well, which is good. Thinking about doing a couple gun site wells that are shallow. Well just to the south of us came on at, I think, 20 barrels a day, and it was 325 feet deep, which is very, very cheap. In Texas it's cheap. Arizona, it cost a fortune to drill that too. That's another thing. Whew. Arizona is fun to drill because it's a learning curve for everybody. And then you've got all eyes on us drilling out there right now. I've got a bunch of shit to do back in Dallas, so I'm back in Dallas, but I'll be out there for the completion. They should have the log, but yeah, it's definitely not an oil and gas state yet in Arizona. But yeah, that's my ramble of the morning. Stay tuned. My emails in the bottom. Been getting a lot of emails lately from people. I love it. If you have any questions, ask. I'm so busy right now, I'm not really doing consulting, so if you've got a question or two about a deal you're looking at, just feel free to send it over and I'll check it for you. I've seen a lot of bad deals this month already, so be careful, especially helium deals. I've seen a couple of helium deals, in one particular that's in Kansas that was not very good at all. What they're saying and then what the state shows for their test, it's been pretty bad. So definitely shy away from that one. I don't want my partner, aka attorney, having to slap somebody in court, so I won't mention the company's name, but I believe they're out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area selling that helium deal. Yeah, that's all I got for now. Also, if you live in McKinney, Frisco, Plano, Prosper, Salina, anywhere in that area, there's some massive oil and gas deposits underneath your feet. So if you don't already, a lot of times when you buy a house, they do not sell you the mineral rights with the house. They keep it to themselves. Try and buy them because there is some sizable reserves underneath your feet in Dallas, Frisco, McKinney, Allen, Fairview, all the way up to Anna, Melissa. Yeah, I was looking at it the other day and it's pretty big. So yeah, that's all I got. Have a good one. Bye.